on me, you taste it, and more often than not, it's one of their favorite meads. They're like, this is unlike any pumpkin alcoholic drink I've ever had in my life, and I'm buying a bottle, and I'm buying a cup now, and I'll be back for Thanksgiving.
That is so cool. Yeah, I am totally going to be hopping on Vino Shipper and get me a couple bottles of that, and if I can get over there, when I'm home, I'll definitely check it out.
I'm actually doing it right now. I'm ordering 2 bottles.
See, so this show is worth your time. You just made a sale.
Right, there we go.
I do highly recommend you come in because the tasting room really is an experience. You walk in and it's another world. I mean, you pull into the parking lot and you're surrounded by barbed wire fence, and you're like, is this a prison? And then you walk in and you're like, is this a dentist's office? And then when you go in a tasting room, it's otherworldly. It's amazing.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
So the new location then that you guys are doing out in Howard City, what's going to be different? I mean, other than bigger, what's going to be different about that?
Essentially, it's going to be like a 2 or 3 phase process. Right now, it's going to be pretty much a pole barn. Obviously, I'm going to design it to have a mead hall feel to it. About 1,000 square foot tasting room to start, just kind of like a satellite tasting room for people who, are traveling or going hunting and stuff in that area. It's still going to have that same mead hall, Viking-esque medieval feel to it. And I guess the ultimate goal is over the next 5 years, I want to build it out. Stone walls, stone interior, giant wood tables, like your mead hall in Beowulf,
Nice.
And I want it to be a destination and experience because I've always wanted to go to a bar like that where I walk in and I'm just, the lighting, the ambiance in the room is just amazing. Just grab my mug of mead and be merry.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Totally. Yeah, I love that idea. That is fabulous. So, are you building the furniture and whatnot yourself, or do you have a local artist that you'd like to call out as your person of the moment?
Yeah. In the tasting room we're currently in, all the furniture. So David actually built the bar, and then the wood tables were built by Daniel, the guy who designed the bottle labels.
Oh, okay.
So everything has been crafted by us. It's a lot of work. That I don't really like to do, so I might actually hire some professionals to do some of that really nice looking stuff, just because I don't know, I feel like I would screw it up. So, but I think I haven't actually met anybody yet personally. I'm thinking it's going to be about a year before it's up and running, so I have a little time to look. But I'm going to try to find some local carpenters and stuff like that who can make something really special.
That is so cool. I wish my dad lived closer. He's really awesome with that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
If I told him you were doing that and he was near, he'd be like, totally.
Well, now you've got me thinking, too, because eventually I'd like to open up my own meadery, and a mead hall, of course, is always one of the things I'd be interested in. I just finished with a medieval festival this weekend. My husband and I both do armored fighting, and we also make armor. I've now got a whole lot of wonderful ideas that my husband's going to hate. Thank you.
You are in so much trouble.
Ever since I started playing Skyrim, I've always wanted to go into a mead hall and get wasted.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Well, come on by.
I grew up reading Beowulf and Lord of the Rings, and, in my head, that's what those places were supposed to look like, right?
Right.
Have you guys been to? Shoot! No, I hate it when St. Ambrose, up in the Benzie area.
Yeah, you know what? I have not been to St. Ambrose yet. I drove by there the other day, but I was so short on time. I've had a couple of their meads before, but yeah, I haven't actually been in there.
You want to go in and see their tasting room.
Okay.
Yeah, trust me on this. You want to go in and see it. It's not quite your mead hall, but I think you'll see what I'm talking about as soon as you lay eyes on the furniture.
Great, yeah. No, I think next time I head up to Traverse City, I'll make sure to stop by there before I go into town.
Yeah, do it before, otherwise you'll be running out of time again. But,
right.
I go up there whenever I'm home, because that's only 20 minutes from where my folks live. and they're friends of ours. So we go up there. I'll go to Big Al's Subs in Manistee, get subs, go up there, and we'll drink mead and eat subs on the bar. But it's it's just really, it's a neat place. They did a really good job with it. It looks very nice. I've got to call him. Been bugging him to get on the show, but it's like trying to. They run hives. They've got like 900 hives, so they run hives all up and down the coast. So they're constantly like not there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So if you're looking for Michigan honey, they're the biggest honey supplier on in the eastern seaboard.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah. Oh, not cool.
So it must not be there.
Pieces of tinfoil in my mead. Not cool. I'm drinking a strawberry mead from Misbehavin', so I'll have to get some of y'all's strawberry mead and try that too. I'm a strawberry nut, so.
Yeah. Well, I'll let you know. So, Black Stripe is a strawberry mead. It's oaked. So as the oak ages, the strawberry actually starts to dissipate a little bit.
Okay.
So it still has the scent and a little bit of the flavor. But most of the reason I love it, and I think a lot of my customers like it, is because it tastes like you're drinking a whiskey. Because of all the barrel flavor that goes into it. And I've had a lot of people go like, "Ooh, the strawberries," and they're imagining like strawberry juice, and that's not what it is.
Yeah, no.
But it is
and
delicious,
it shouldn't be. It should be balanced. So that's cool.
Right.
What kind of barrels are you using? If you don't mind telling us. If you do, then don't.
They're all. They're all. I keep the yeast a secret at all months.
Hey, a man's got to have a few secrets, right?
Right. I use custom toasted barrels. They're all new. I do reuse them. They're from World Cooperage, and they're custom toasted to a specific profile, which I will not tell you that. But so it takes about 6 weeks for them to get made for me, and then they ship them out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you using American, French? What sort of oak? Or?
So it's American oak staves and then French oak caps.
Oh, interesting.
Cool.
Maybe that should have been a secret. I don't know.
Yeah, well, hey, dude, as Frank Goldbeck likes to say, rising tide floats all boats, and we're all in this together. So, you're making good mead, and that's all that matters.
That's right.
And you didn't tell us your yeast, so you're safe.
And their website rocks. It's really
Doesn't
pretty.
It? Yeah, it's really pretty. Yeah, I like it too. The background image on your website is rocking. I really like that.
Yeah.
Very eye-catching.
Daniel's really awesome. He's a talented guy, and that's just a temporary website that he made up until I can actually pay him. That's
the temporary website? My God, I don't even want to know what the other one looks like. I love that each one of the meads has its own background, and I mean your overlay changes as you scroll up. I mean, I've been doing websites for 20 years, and while I'm not doing them actively anymore, it's still, I can appreciate a really well done one. So when the time comes for when I have the budget, I'm setting aside budget right now to have a rebuild done. Have somebody else do it because I just threw mine up. I may call you guys to get your guy because I like what he's doing here. It's pretty nifty.
Oh, and then I do gotta give a shout out. So my brother Matt, he's actually the one who he doesn't design. He writes all of the little story clips.
Oh, fun! Those are good.
Yeah, every single mead is named after a folk tale or a fairy tale from around the world that in some way or form, at least in my mind, has something to do with the main ingredient in it. Yeah. And then he goes and he lets me up these little snippets, which I love.
No, I like that. That's really cool. Yeah, Black Stripe threw me for a second, and then I thought, wait a minute, chipmunks. I can't tell you how many times I've seen him eating the wild strawberries in my yard as I was growing up. So, okay, tell us more about Cricket Song then.
So Cricket Song is actually a really interesting mead. So I had a batch of Queen Bee I made at one point that didn't ferment out completely to its alcohol. It was really sweet, and I didn't want to just start messing around and trying to restart it. I had a friend who actually, the company doesn't exist anymore. It was Direct Trade Coffee Club in Grand Rapids, but his name was Chad, and he goes to Guatemala and single sources Guatemalan coffee beans and then roasts them and then brews me a cold brew coffee that I infused with that batch of Queen Bee. So it turned out amazing. And so what I decided to do was to take a little bit out of every Queen Bee and infuse that Guatemalan cold brew coffee. Luckily, he's still around, so he still makes the coffee for me, even though the company's not around anymore. And then I infuse that coffee with the queen bee, and that's how Cricket Song is made.
So you're infusing the coffee with the mead and not the mead with the coffee? Really?
That's correct.
That's cool.
Yeah, I've tried a lot of different beers, and I think maybe one or two meads that people just throw the coffee beans into the primary fermentation or the secondary fermentation, and it's too intense.
Yeah.
It takes away from the flavor of the mead. And this way, you get a really nice balance. You get the scent of the coffee and the flavor of the coffee. The bitterness disappears, and the queen bee's honey still comes forward really heavily. It's nice.
Now I'm going to have to try this. I've had a couple of the award-winning coffee meads that are out there that I had at the Mazer Cup, and they were pretty stunning. And I'm not a coffee drinker, mind you. I don't like coffee. I love the smell, can't stand the flavor. And I'm a chai person myself, but I have found that there are some of the coffee meads that I really like, and so now I'm really intrigued because it sounds to me like you're doing something completely different. So
well, if you had it this year, I think that Cricket Song took silver in the
did it?
category.
Okay, I wasn't able to make it this year. I had a physical stuff going on and I wasn't allowed to travel.
Right.
So yeah, no Mazer Cup. They first and only, with any luck, knock on wood, pray to the gods and all that kind of fun stuff, with the only Mazer Cup that I will ever miss. So I'll be there next year. Right. Are you guys coming out next year?
Yeah, the mixer's really fun. As long as the mixer's still going around, there's no reason why. I like to make. My brother's out in Utah, so it's a nice stop in between and then afterwards to go to Colorado. So I think it's worth it going out.
Well, not only is the mixer's going to be there, and there may be some other stuff going on too that's being worked on behind the scenes, and I can't talk about it yet. But yeah, there's some other interesting things. I'm not on the Mazer Cup staff anymore. I stepped down to I was one of the founders, but I stepped down to let others take up the staff so that I can work on some other things that need working on. So.
Let's hope that it's sword fighting between the mead makers.
Now that would be good. I like that. I will tell Pete about that. That's a really good idea.
I'd be in for that.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, we can get AJ to get a passport for that one.
And I know where we can get my armor made.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Maybe I should hang on to that brigandine, huh? I was going to sell it, but maybe now I'll hang on to it. So it sounds like you guys have got some good stuff going on. I mean, it's growth and a new place and fun batches. Can you tell us any ideas you have of stuff that may be coming up, or is that all still a big state secret still?
Aside from the braggots, which I don't really want to talk too much about those, only because they're still not going to be out for a little while,
right? And
I don't want to get people all riled up and angry at me for not releasing it. I am currently working on a mead using chocolate, and not cocoa nibs, but actual chocolate. So we'll see how that goes. I'm pretty excited about it.
Chocolate sounds interesting. There's only one or two chocolate-based or meads with chocolate in them out there that I'm aware of. Rocky Mountain Meadery's got one. They've got a raspberry chocolate that's pretty good. So, but off the top of my head, I can't think of any other ones.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited.
Yeah.
This first initial prototype batch that I'm working on, it's not done aging, but it's the smell and the taste of the chocolate comes forward really nicely.
Oh.
So just got to make a few adjustments.
Nice. Very cool. Well, I'm impressed, I mean, I can't wait to hopefully get up there, but if not, I'm totally going to order some stuff. I don't know if I'll be able to make it to both sides of the state on the same day. That's a little ambitious, but I've got exactly one day. I'm going to have to be back in Flint for the memorial activity. So, but
I just went to the Detroit Zoo on Sunday, and then I went back to Grand Rapids and then back to the Detroit area again that night. So it is possible.
It is possible, yeah. I had this feeling that if I spend 12 hours backing and forthing across the state, I'm probably going to get in trouble with my better half. So, but this is really neat. I will if I do think I'm going to make it up there, I will definitely get in touch with you guys. I know I got your numbers now, so I'll drop you a text and let you know if I'm going to be in the area. and we can set something up, because I definitely would want to take some pictures, do an article, all that kind of fun stuff.
Yeah, sounds good.
Awesome. Yep.